Okay,
Hey, it's the energy update for November. There's Jeremy. Oh, he's over
here we
there.
are.
And I'm
Here
Tina.
we are.
Welcome in. Jeremy, you know what today is?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. I've kind of been in my home, kind of avoiding phones and
Every
dates and
hmm
everything.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and thought it was Wednesday, and it's actually a Tuesday. So, yeah, I kind of
Mhm.
don't even know where I'm at right now
Yeah, I can see that. I'm totally disassociating from today. It is Tuesday, November 5th that we're
as
recording
we're
this.
as we're filming this. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been busy recordings and in fact, I had therapy this morning.
Oh, that's
Which
good.
yeah, so it's been a
Very
great
good.
day.
Yeah, it's been kind of funny. I've been over the last 2 days, people have been texting me and they're like, "What do you think is gonna happen?" And I'm like, "Don't bother me about this." Like, I 1 week ago, I had heart surgery, and I'm recuperating at home and
Yeah.
sleeping, and quite frankly, I just can't be bothered by the election. I can't be bothered by it. I'm dealing with much heavier shit than that, so, yeah.
Yes, you are, and I think we may not be the only ones that are kind of really burnt out, and we don't have any control at this point.
No.
It is what it is, and
Yep.
let's just focus on what we can. Um,
Yeah.
we can, well, I don't know if even control is. Let's focus on what we can manage, and that's
Yeah.
ourselves, and that's why we're here. Is because we like to share what the energies are going to be like, so that we are
Mhm.
prepared for how to handle this
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, and it's really kind of interesting energy coming up this month. I'm
I
kind of
agree.
excited to talk about it. So it's definitely a polarity in so to speak, with the
Yeah.
element and the animal.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So if you want to get started, in fact, I just did a couple
Yeah.
monthly update readings and I have this really struggling just to find the words to explain this because it's not a polarity as much as it is this is one way and this is another way and
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
jive.
Okay,
So,
well, let's talk about it for just a second. So,
oh,
this month is the month of the Yin Wood Pig. Now, the pig is what we call in Chinese astrology the finisher. It's the one who finishes things up, it's the end of a cycle. Yet, the element this month is wood, and wood is the elemental yin wood. And wood is the element that governs the spring. So it's like end of an old chapter with the pig and beginning of a new chapter with
mm,
wood energy. That's what I'm talking about, like with polarities. There, it's like
okay.
there's some big endings this month, and then there's some big new beginnings this month as well.
Interesting. Interesting perspective. Yeah, I didn't think of Yinwood being spring, but it is, like you said. I think the thing I'm struggling with is yin wood is like what you said, it's the beginning and it's life and it's planting seeds, but we're
Hmm.
in autumn where
Yeah.
you don't plant your garden in autumn.
No.
So this new beginning energy that you're speaking of or
Hmm.
planting seeds or wanting to create something, to
Yeah.
seed something, it's this isn't the time to be planting seeds because everything's
Mhm.
dormant. The leaves have fallen off the trees. Our gardens, we've plucked them dry and we've pulled and we've prepped the soil for next spring. We're done
Yeah.
growing right now. And so it's a weird energy. Plus, this yin wood energy is connected to the southeast in feng shui, which is your
Hmm.
money. So the dormancy or the slowing down of money potential, meaning there might not be the money to spend on these
Hmm.
upcoming holidays and events that are happening, or it might be really utilizing the resources that you do have. Hopefully, you've canned tomatoes and you've canned, your vegetables to keep you and saved throughout the winter.
Mm.
That's to me like the energy that's kind of weird because autumn is a metal energy and metal chops wood.
Yeah.
So all this new beginnings that we think we can start, and maybe for the US, it's about, okay, we have this new president or new old president, whatever it's going to be. Maybe there's some new beginnings, but what is that? Like,
Yeah. Well, and I think that it all depends on where we put our focus. What do you, even though it is autumn, what can we grow right now?
mm,
Focusing on where we place our energy and where we're wanting to focus, that gives life to new things. Even though it's getting cold outside and it's autumn, where do we
hmm
want to place our energy and our intentions? What do we want to grow? Do we want the negative thoughts that we're thinking about, the anxiety, the impending doom, all of those things that possibly come up for people that have anxiety or depression issues with the colder weather coming in? Or do we want to give life to ideas like, okay, it is autumn or it is, coming closer to winter now. What can I be doing during these winter months that are going to take me further ahead in life? So I think it just
exactly.
depends on what
Yeah,
we're
further
focusing.
ahead. You're not going to see results right away. This is
No.
all down the road of
Mhm.
what your intentions are, what seeds you're planting, where you're wanting your attention. And I think if
Yeah.
we tune into the pig energy, the
Mhm.
positive qualities of the pig, which is
Yeah.
wanting to give, to be of
Mhm.
service. It's about giving of yourself, your heart, your
Yeah.
time, your energy. So that doesn't say about buying presents or hosting
No.
a big Thanksgiving dinner. It's saying showing up for somebody, being
Yeah.
present, being consistent, and being available, checking in on your friends and family
Yeah.
rather than making it about the more shadow aspect of the pig, which is more materialistic.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I love about the pig is that its natural element is water, and water feeds wood. So when we can use the positive aspects of the pig to feed showing up for community, showing up for
Mhm.
friends and family,
Yeah.
showing up and really doing those things. But like you said, the pig does have some negative traits, and whatever traits we choose of the pig are the things that are going to grow.
Mhm.
The pig has a tendency to overdo things, and November is the month where people start going to the Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday and talk about
Mhm.
that Southeast money kind of connection. It's
Mhm.
important for you to buy what you need rather than what you want this month.
Mm.
It's very
Mhm.
important to understand
Mhm.
that a lot of the things that we're going to be buying for Christmas and gifts for other people, they're not necessary. They're
Yeah.
really not necessary. And so if you're planning on getting together with family, do that. Do that. Get
Mhm.
together and have a dinner party. Do something fun. Don't overdo it with the alcohol because the pig loves extravagance and loves to overdo things, and
Mhm.
stay too long to the party.
Exactly. The pig, to add on to what you're saying, is this is that time of year when we are Christmas shopping. We are buying
Oh,
decorations for the holidays.
yep.
And we all have found ourselves in the checkout. We're in the cart, we're checking out online, and it says, "Oh, you're $23 short of getting free shipping." We'll add something on there just to, what pay $25 to save $7 on shipping. So that's that pig energy. We all
Yeah.
have access to it in November because he's here
Yep.
every November.
Right.
So wherever you
Right.
think you're here's another quality about the pig is the pig often thinks, "Oh, the money will come,"
Yeah.
or
It'll
"I'll
be
just throw it on credit."
yeah.
When it remember, the yin wood is not gonna fill your bank account right now and pay those bills
No.
right now. And so
No.
think smart and see the value in you, that
Mhm.
you're the gift in people's
Yeah.
lives. You showing up, this is more valuable than like what you were saying is spending money on things that nobody really needs or wants anyway.
Yeah. That you're gonna throw away, let's be real. How many of the gifts that we get from people do we keep? They
No.
usually go in the garbage, let's be real. You can probably tell from what I just said that my love language is not gift giving.
Me neither. Don't
I'm
send us
not
gifts, people.
no, please, please don't. No. But the other thing that I wanted to say is, for those people out there, I don't know if you've ever wondered this or if you've ever wondered why this happens, but there's just some times during the year that are not your favorite. And where you can go is you can go to your four pillar chart, look at the animals in your four pillar chart, and see how those animals get along with the month animal. For
Mhm.
example, I was born the year of the snake, and the snake and the pig are a clash energy. They're opposites, talking about that polarity again. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing because the pig needs the snake and the snake needs the pig so that we can be aware of the
Mhm.
opposition and where we need to shift our mentality. But November, my whole life has always been one of those months that I just have never enjoyed. I just wanna
Mm.
hibernate. I just go into my little coil and hide until it's okay to come out.
Yeah. That's good to know. That's really good to know because we put pressure on ourselves. The pig puts pressure on us that
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to party and do all the fun
You
things that
have to.
everybody. Mhm.
It's just what you do for family. That's what the
Yeah.
pig would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also if you have a pig in your chart,
Yeah.
pay attention to that because be honest with yourself if you have a pig in your chart. It doesn't matter what pillar it's in. If you feel like at the end of November that you are exhausted, you've extended yourself time wise, energetically, money wise, you've gone over the top and you don't feel any reciprocal gratitude or anything, nobody's reaching out to help you, and you feel pissed because they took advantage of you or they depleted you, that's
Mhm.
on you. And
Yeah.
you need to shift that. It's not about
Totally.
them, it's on
No.
you. So flip
Yeah.
that around and create some self-awareness around that and some healthy boundaries so that at the end of the month, you're not resentful or
Yeah.
regret the things that you did. Just pivot, turn it into something that you do enjoy doing even after the
Mhm.
fact.
Absolutely, I love that because pigs really like tradition. They like traditional
Mm,
things. And so when you can get into the traditions of doing something because you enjoy it, but not putting too many expectations on what everyone else has to be doing,
yeah. Mhm.
that's going to bode well for you as opposed to,
Mm.
expecting expectations because pigs will end up really disappointed in November if they have a lot of expectations.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, the monkey is another one I wanted to talk about.
Mm.
If you got a monkey in your chart, um, the monkey and the pig create what's called a damage. And a damage in Chinese astrology or in feng shui, it represents misfortune. So what I would tell monkeys this month, the pig is really going to be like, "Here, have another drink. Here, have another here, do this, here, do this." And the monkey's up for fun. It wants freedom, but it doesn't want to be obligated to do all of the things that the pig wants him to
Mm.
do. And if he
Mm.
does do all of the things the pig wants him to do, he might overdo it and end up a little bit sick. So
Yeah.
make sure, monkeys, to take really good care of your health this month and to not overdo it.
I'd like to add on to that. I totally, yes, your health, you might get injured, that kind of stuff. And if you're
Mhm.
hanging around people who are sick, this time of year,
Go home.
right? Yeah, don't go. But this can also be like a chain of unfortunate events happening. And
Yeah,
oftentimes, monkey gets caught up and they're a little too carefree and can be a little careless. So pay attention, read between
yeah,
the lines, make sure that you're not caught up in the pig shenanigans of, oh, everything will be fine. Because
yeah.
this isn't, like Jeremy, what you were saying earlier, reflect back on past
Mhm.
Novembers.
Yeah,
How does it fare for you?
yeah. Yeah, and it might be different. Like, let's say, for example, you've got a snake in your chart, but you've also got a tiger. The pig and the tiger are secret friends, right? So November might be one of those months that you just absolutely love, but then there's parts of you that want to hibernate as well. So it's
Mhm.
important to, honor both of those energies.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The tiger also has a breakup. The tiger has
Yeah,
such an interesting relationship with the pig.
you
But
do.
if you
You have a
guys know
tiger
by
in your
now.
chart.
I do. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship absolutely with November. I feel the obligation, and of the
Mm,
responsibility that I'm supposed to do something, and I really
yeah.
don't. And I know that's
No.
part of my tiger and
Mm-mm.
my dragon. I really don't. But then,
No.
well, I regret it. My dog goes, "Oh, but it's family, and I gotta do something." It's just this kind of bouncing around, but I know where this is coming from.
Yeah.
I can identify the parts of me that, want this or don't want this,
Mhm.
and sometimes, like right now, my dog, it's been a rough year, right, for our
Yeah.
dogs because we're in a dragon clash year. So
Mhm.
maybe it's about giving my dog more flexibility and being more
Mhm.
generous to my dog than my other animals who are navigating this year okay.
Yeah, and self-comfort. I mean, if you've got a dog in your
Mhm.
chart, we're still dealing with the clash of the dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I had heart surgery last month, right? During a
Mhm.
dog month. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, take good care of yourselves, dog. The year isn't over yet, not until we get
Mhm.
to February 4th. So, just
Mhm.
make sure that you're nurturing yourself. And if you have a dog in your chart and the idea of putting on a Thanksgiving dinner is too much, then cancel freaking Thanksgiving. My God,
Keeping my
cancel.
fingers crossed.
Fucking cancel that shit. It's just not even worth it. Because then
Mhm.
if you do the obligation and then you put yourself in a position that's going to run you down, then you're going to be out for the whole next month. It's just
Mhm.
not it's not worth it.
Yeah. Plus, this Thanksgiving is on the tail end of the election, and that could
Yeah.
be a lot of energy and a lot of conversation that you're so over. I don't
Mm-mm.
know. But if you're into it, go for it. Maybe you
Yeah.
have certain games and stuff that you can play with your family that keeps you distracted from those heated or heavy conversations. What I do love about this month is all the stars are flying home. And
Yeah.
you said that, the pig is the finisher. And so
Mhm.
my suggestion is when the monthly stars fly home, meaning there's not really big monthly influences, is
Mhm.
take some time to reflect on this past year.
Oh, perfect.
Wrap things
Perfect.
up, and then we've got Mercury retrograde coming in. What day's that?
I forgot.
The 25th, I think, which is
Okay.
also about resetting, reflecting, and that's right
Mhm.
around now. See, with Mercury retrograde right there, isn't that Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Yeah,
So maybe
so
this isn't the
be
year
careful.
to.
Be careful about the things that you say at the dinner table on Thanksgiving because if you've got, things that you're wanting to say to be clear about, a lot of those things can get lost in translation with Mercury retrograde energy.
Mhm.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, a great example a great example of that was, last year, um I don't get together with my family very often, but when we do, we usually meet at a place and go to dinner. And I was, sending a text to someone saying, "Well, it's Mercury retrograde in the sign of Aries, and I'm going to dinner with my family." And I sent it to the whole family text chain.
I
And
remember.
immediately my mom was like, "Is that something bad?" And I was like, "Just for me." So that's just a perfect example of that's a perfect example of what can happen during Mercury retrograde. So if you
Yeah.
wanna just postpone the family plans until December, that
Mm.
might be okay to do because guess what? There's gonna be a lot lost in translation during this Mercury
Mhm.
retrograde.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's on the receiving end what they're hearing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
and it may
bizarre.
not be what you're intending to say, it's maybe
Yeah,
how they're picking it up.
especially in
Picking
pig, yeah.
oh, oh my Okay, so, we're having all of these realizations as we're talking right now, so just be careful. Be
We
careful or
warned
keep
you.
your mouth shut when you're around your family this month.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Anything else you wanna add before we bid our friends farewell for the month?
Yes, let's pull a card really quick. I like to
Please.
just pull a card to kind of, just center us a little bit to give us a good specific message for the month coming up. Here we go. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is the number 5 card, which is the Unity card, or the Hierophant card in the tarot, and
Hmm.
it's about, seeking out like-minded individuals, focusing on what unites us as people, not on what divides us. And it's a good time to, seek out advice from someone that you trust. So if
Mm.
things do, if things are, freaking you out this month, it's okay to call a friend and ask for advice. It's okay to, reach out to people that are of like mind and, share views that you are, united in rather than focusing on what you're divided in.
Mm. That's beautiful. Yeah, we need that. Good advice.
Yeah.
Thank you for pulling the card. Thank you, everyone. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful November, wherever you are in the world. I know we talk a lot about the United States going ons and everything, but that's where we exist. So we'll see you in December, hopefully.
We will. We will.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.